hair look okay?
Yes.
You don't have to look through the camera.
It doesn't matter if it looks good over here, if it doesn't look good there.
I don't know. I'm so awkward. He didn't give me much direction here, so I don't know if I should, like, say my name.
I would say your name and then state your cause.
Alrighty. I'm Angel, and I am here to talk about my Anonymous Warrior, Bob Grimm. So, Bob was my stepfather-in-law, and he inspired me to become a marathon runner. So, back in the beginning of 2025, I decided that I wanted to do a 40 things to do before I turn 40 list. And one of the things that was on that list was to run a marathon. Bob was a runner, and I knew it at the time, but I didn't really know how much of a runner he was until I started to talk about running. So when I was going through the list with him, I said that I wanted to run a marathon, and I could visibly see the gears turning in his head that he was so excited to have somebody to talk to about running. I could see him formulating a running plan for me before I even knew what a running plan was. And he said to me, "Do you want me to run it with you? I would love to run with you if that's something that you're interested in." And I said, "Yeah." And then we never talked about it again, because you always think that there's going to be more time to do things like this, and I had just decided on the list. Within a few months of having that conversation in May of 2025, Bob was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And when he told us, we knew that it wasn't going to be good. We knew pancreatic cancer was one of the serious ones, but we didn't really know how fast things were going to progress. 2 days after he told us, I decided I was going to start running that day. Because if Bob wasn't going to be there to run a marathon with me, I was hoping he would at least get to see me run the marathon. So I laced up my shoes and I started running, and I still had no idea what I was doing. But Bob was so excited, and every single day he would just tell me how great I was doing, even though I was running 15-minute miles at best, and I couldn't run a full mile without stopping. In the time from when I started running to the time that Bob passed, I found out so much about his character and who he was as a person. I found out that within the 11 years that I was fortunate enough to know him, he was running all the time. And he was not running to let people know he was running. He was not running for the credit. He was just doing it because it was something that made him feel good. He ran a 50K in 2020, and I had no idea until he told me in 2025. Less than 1 month after Bob told us about his cancer, he passed. He never even got to see me run my first 5K. The impact that he has left on me goes so much deeper than running, because running has made me a better person. I am taking time to myself, where every single day I get to go spend a little bit of time with just me and my thoughts, and that makes me a better person. And without realizing it, Bob, he probably saved my life, because I was struggling really hard with mental health and who I was and my identity. And running gave me an outlet to get through that 100%. Running helped me deal with my grief and all of the complex emotions that comes with losing somebody, especially losing somebody to cancer. And I don't know if I would have gotten through things the same way if I didn't have that outlet. So every single time that I go out to run, I think about Bob. Every single race I run, he's been with me. He's the first person I think of when I get up to the start line, and the first person I think of when I cross that finish line, because nobody would have been cheering louder than Bob. And to this day, he still inspires me, and he is my reason for running. He's my reason for doing a lot of things. I like to think that he knew how much he meant to me, and even though I know I did everything I could to tell him, if there's somebody who's inspiring you, tell him right now, don't wait, because they'll probably inspire you forever, but you never know when it's your last chance to tell somebody that they're doing that for you. So anyway, I don't really know how to end this. Super awkward. Yeah.
The insane thumbs up really does it.